So, just going to give you an update. I am not doing well. Really bad. Yup, not doing well at all. Um, some would even say I am doing awful, and that some would even say that my life is complete and utter shit. Some would even go as far to say nothing. Because, bitch, there I have nothing to say. And, girl, there is nothing to say. Let me put this little light on. Sorry if you couldn't see me before, but you can see me now, girl. I just I just uploaded a video. It's been super difficult for me to stay consistent. I have been experiencing weird things in my life. Things have been going left. Just a lot of things have been going left. And honestly, I just strongly encourage anyone who's on their mental health recovery journey to stick with it because life is going to hit you. Whether or not you have bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, BPD, and the list goes on and on and on. Life will kick you on the ASS. So you need to focus on your mental health so that you can prepare yourself for all of the BS that comes with life. And it really sucks. And it it just sucks. Like it sucks. That we live in, it's going to be dramatic ups, dramatic downs, and you will face every single day. Excuse me. Every single day, I feel like I face 1,000 different reasons why I should give up. And I just want to say look for the things that will encourage you to keep going. One thing that I've started doing was, and this is, I'm going to do a very detailed breakdown video of this, but I read that psychologically, taking a photograph of something beautiful, preferably in nature, every single day will allow you to be more open, to be less jaded, to be forgiving, and to be more free. So this is what I have in my phone. And cuz I want y'all to know like what I'm not just saying this shit, like this is my real life. Like this is my real life. That's like this is really who I am. Like anyways, so I'm into flowers. I really love flowers. So I have a lot of flowers I take pictures of. And like I said, I'm gonna, that's literally all that's in my phone is beautiful images of flowers that I've taken, videos. For the most part, I was posting a lot of these images, but it's just something that I've stopped posting and sharing because it just felt like this is something that I get to keep to myself. This is something that makes me like it fulfills me to go and sniff some roses. Like that's fulfilling to me. It helps me to feel just something out of a bunch of fucking nothing, to be honest. See? And I have so many pictures of just flowers and flowers and flowers. Oh, into video. It's buffering and I don't got time to wait. So I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say like I know it's difficult, but if you could just find the small things to focus your energy on, it's literally it's a simple task. It's a simple thing, and it's been helping me so much. I could have selected flowers was my thing, but it could be anything. I mean, there's birds. I fucking like yo. I don't even know why I said birds. I am so afraid of birds. I remember, well, we don't got to talk about that. But there was something that happened to my brother involving a bird, and it was very traumatic for me to witness as a child. And ever since then, I have just hated birds. And I have been in fear of them. And I recently had something very traumatic happen to me involving another animal, and I thought that that would help me get over my fear with birds, and it didn't. If anything, I'm just more scared of birds now. Um, yeah, fun fact. But there, my thing could be flowers, and your thing could be birds. Like you could just take pictures of birds. There's canaries, and I'll keep it real. Parachutes. Ooh, parachutes. Peacocks. What's the parrots? Parrots. Boom. I'll keep it real. Like although I'm afraid of birds, I do see some birds that I think are really pretty, and I think if I wasn't so afraid of birds, that would be a good one to capture on a daily basis. It's summertime coming up. You could do caterpillars and butterflies. Very feminine right there. You could do bumblebees if you're not allergic, obviously. They won't sting you unless you make them think that they finna die. And you could do a lot of stuff like that. So let's see, what else could you do? Just grass. You can do shots of grass. You could do one thing that's free that we all can do, no excuses, is the sky. Whether the sun is up high, whether it's cloudy, whether it's nighttime and you can see the stars from where you are, take a picture of the sky every single day. Watch, it will open you up. It will open you up. And it will also increase your attentive eye, and it will make you more attentive. It will make you, it will also increase your ability to pay attention to detail, because the sky is something that we would think is the same every day. Absolutely not. The sky is very different every single day. No cloud is in the same position twice. Look it up. So that's one thing I would strongly encourage. You could do architecture. If you live in a big city, take a picture of every building in your city. Learn the name of the streets of your city. Um, some people do light post or street signs. Some people do graffiti. Not not saying do graffiti. Like I'm not telling you to go out and vandalize somebody's private property. I'm saying take pictures of the vandalization of someone's private property. That's not illegal. You can definitely take a picture of girl, I don't know what's illegal. Consult with your attorney. um and I would also say, things like that. And some people, and I really hope that, and I really hope I have articulated how much, also sorry, bodies of water. You can take shots of water every single day, whether or not it's a waterfall that you see inside of a shopping center. I don't know. You could just get really creative and select your thing, kind of find your niche of something that you can photograph every single day. And if you're someone who's kind of vain and you spend a lot of time thinking of yourself, interested in yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all for self love, but there is something wrong with that. This will help you get out of the instantaneous, subconscious thinking of, if you're picking up your phone, you're either checking Instagram or sending a tweet out or a DM, taking a good snap or a TikTok, whatever the case may be. Long story short, all that SHIT will be there every day. There's a new social app and a new reason for you to join, and there's a new niche market and there's a new this, that, and the third, and that's fine. But doing this thing that I'm telling you to do will give you an ability to connect with nature, a higher power, connect with God, and it will allow you un to rewire your brain to understand that these things does not run the world, but you can use these things to captivate different real life things. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out. Um, let's see. That's been helping me as far as flowers. Um, I don't know. Sorry. You saw my wig, girl. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, it's just been a tough week. That's all I'm gonna say. A really hard week. It really has been. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And you know what sucks about being super tired? Just because you're tired doesn't mean your problems go away. Like, that's what sucks about it. Like, just because you ran out of energy trying to fix this problem, trying to fix that problem, doesn't mean your problems just dissipate. So, what do we do about that stress? What I've done is I recorded a video. It felt good to record that video. Well, not so much recording it. I felt kind of weird, and it was a very vulnerable video for me because I shared some poetry. And if you know me, you know. If you don't, well. It felt kind of weird in the sense of just speaking to the camera and second guessing and just being insecure about like what I'm saying. But it also felt good to sit there and edit the video and to see kind of potentially like, I don't know, think of what who this would situations that this would potentially benefit people. And you know what I mean? Like, this is something that like at least one person will benefit from this. You know what I'm saying? So that it made me feel good to do that. But now that dopamine is gone, what the fuck do I do now, bitch? Like, oh man. So that's why I'm here on live and I'm gonna put this video up. And I know I'm like kind of monotone, so let me just shake the devil off. I don't know, shake the devil off. Hmm. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. Oh, how to be more open. Another way you can be more open if you have social anxiety or you have any type of anxiety and it's difficult to communicate with strangers. If you get to the point where you literally freeze and you can't speak, I just want to let you know that's totally normal. Go ahead and Google the percentage of the percentage of the world population that has social anxiety diagnosed, and Google the amount of the percentage of the world population that has a mental illness that has not been diagnosed. And then you'll see what I mean when I say social anxiety is a very normal thing. So don't feel weird or awkward because it's a real thing. But I do have a tip if you do have social anxiety. One thing I do is I am someone who I know my flaws, but I know my strengths as well. So I know that it's difficult for me to speak to. I know that it's extremely difficult for me to speak to literally anyone as long if they're a stranger and I'm just meeting them. And it takes me a while to warm up to somebody, but I'm also an open book. So, you know, I know that for a fact. So, what I will do is, I also know for a fact that I can make anybody laugh. I know that for a fact. For a fact. If you spend time with me, you're going to laugh. Because I don't know. It's just something about the DNA that I have. I don't know. I also know for a fact if you spend time with me, you're going to want to tell me some personal business. You know how many people I've met? Sorry. You know how many people I've met? Regional managers, my boss's boss's boss will tell me personal stories And I'm not talking about, oh, you know, we went through financial troubles, but we stood. No, I'm talking about my husband has AIDS type. Oh, AC, he's sleeping. I'm talking about regional managers telling me, oh, my husband has AIDS type of stories. You know what I'm saying? So I know that those are my strengths. I'm going to make you laugh, and I'm also going to find a way. Well, I don't even find a way, it just happens naturally. I'm going to make you laugh, and naturally, you'll want to tell me your life story, essentially. So that's what's helped me in having social anxiety, is knowing that these people, and another thing, and is knowing that's what's helped me having social anxiety, is knowing that no matter what I say to myself, literally these people have no reason to dislike me. They have no reason to want to hurt me or harm me. They have no reason to put me in any type of danger. They have no reason to judge me or dislike me. If anything, they'll love me because my personality is stellar. It's A1. It's amazing. And I'm kind to everyone that I meet. I'm extremely intelligent. So I kind of tell myself my good qualities, but I also know I have this superpower where I can make anybody laugh, and I anyone on the planet who speaks with me and spends time with me will feel comfortable enough to tell me something that they have been suppressing. That's just a natural gift. So I don't have to go into the room and be the center of attention. I prefer to play the background. And even doing that, the attention naturally shifts on me. Um, Girl, I'm confused. The attention will naturally shift on me, but because I know what I have to offer, I will be comfortable. Hey, is somebody in here? I'm. What the hell? The brain plays tricks on you. Um, yeah, forgot what I was speaking about. I also understand that once that is done, I want it to be in a way that is natural when the attention comes to me. And I also want it to be extremely brief because I will find a way to divert any attention if it's multiple people. If it's just one on one, okay, cool. We could but if it's multiple people, I'm literally going to faint. Stop looking at me. Like, I just had a flashback to something that was really terrible. Great. Now it's in my head. I can't get it out. Now I'm still thinking about it. Let's talk about something else. Okay, but I can't because I'm still having a flashback. I've been through so much in my life. I feel sick. I'm going to sleep. I can't. I feel sick. I feel sick. Okay. I'm going to go upstairs, do some yoga, and KO. Oh man, I have to wait till this video uploads. The video I just recorded, I need to wait till it uploads. Your videos. Please say it's there. It's still waiting. Holy fuck. I forgot to make a thumbnail for this video. Oh, thank you for being completely not in my helpful, not being helpful at this time. Gosh, I literally forgot to make a thumbnail for this video. And I'm sitting here on live with you with literally what is, oh god. I'm like really like tired. You have no idea. I just got that wrong. I said what is depression is what is mental health. I haven't done my one for depression. Well, today, what is mental health? I did that wrong. Alrighty, so I'm about to do my thumbnails done now. Um, yeah, that was like a lot for me. I totally forgot about the thumbnail. And I think it's because this video, for some reason, was like emotionally taxing for me. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna keep doing shit like this. Like this is really hard. I don't know. If I get to the point where I have a team helping me, the reason why I'm saying it's hard, it's not the work itself. It's just that I chose topics that are difficult to talk about. But honestly, it's fine. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's good because it helps me. But then I also feel like, but what if it's not helping me? What if I'm like just saying that to myself so I can feel better about my current situation? I guess the thing that bothers me the most is not knowing what's gonna happen. Like as far as my mental health. Like that's weird. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know the future. And that really bothers me. I'm telling my mom on you. This is cool. All right, so that was fast. That's why I like PicMonkey. I do all of my thumbnails on PicMonkey. I just think it's super easy, like super, super duper easy. What? Mm, 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 mm. I totally forgot to um do all of the stuff that I'm literally doing right now while I'm on live. It's like I'm creating content while editing content. Look at me being the type of person who gets results and stuff. Isn't that nice? I need to start putting TikTok on my account where it says follow my social sites, but I have no information for my TikToks. And I need to think of a description for this. But honestly, I'm gonna edit the description while I'm in bed. So I'm gonna do tick TikTok. And to the top, to the top, to the tick tock. To the tick, to the tick, to the top, top, tick to the top, to the tick, to the tick tock. To the top, to the top, to the tick tock, tick to the tick tock, to the tick tock, top, to the top, top, tick to the tick tock, top, tick tock, trick with the trick walk. Wow, I have a new subscriber. I wonder who subscribed today. I'm very happy. Like, you have no clue. Okay, cool. So, this is my TikTok. I'm going to go ahead and include oh, I'm going to go ahead and include my TikTok link. Period. So now I have my TikTok link. And yeah, sleep. But shout out to me for not, well, that's not visibility public pending. Save. Cool. So I'm just waiting for this video to finish. Then I can go upstairs, have a quick shower. Well, honestly, my showers are usually really long, but I saw somewhere of like, I just want to take a moment and say, oh, this is so cliche. And it typically, honestly, when I was in my depth of my depression, this didn't work. So if you know someone who's really struggling right now, don't say what I'm finna say, but I have literally have been so grateful. I have been so grateful. There's literally anything. I will spend 10 to 15 minutes saying everything, every reason why I'm grateful for something like bag and this cup and this stick and the sugar I used. It was raw brown sugar and just everything like, and that has been making me feel super good as well. Saying the things that I'm grateful for. Um, my dog, obviously, and I can't wait to do that video tomorrow. So, I thought that I was gonna come in here and film 3 videos and be able to just edit them and upload them at a later time, but sorry, but that's not how my life works. So, well, also I could have done that, but in all honesty, I chose to procrastinate and wait until the last minute. Therefore, I am still creating content and editing content at 2 o'clock in the morning when I should have been sleeping by 9 p.m. and I have to get up at 7. But you know what? Why would I complain? Why would I complain? No, let me see something. Okay. Alrighty, so as far as what, oh, here's another thing. If you guys want to be on my show, if you want to sit and talk about mental health, if you're like super open, honestly, if you don't want to go too deep into it, that's okay. You don't have to, but also like this show is this, I want to have raw conversations. Obviously, I'm going to respect everyone's privacy and their wishes as far as how deep they want to go with it. But if you are looking for a platform where you could just talk about like some real stuff that you've been through in life and you just want to help somebody, please DM me. My Instagram name is Hey I'm Joy, HEYIMJOI. You can DM me at any time. I'm happy to converse. I would love for you to get up on this show, tell your story. I have a few people in mind. I thought I was gonna wait for my mom to get get on here and talk, but honestly, it just didn't happen. Um, and that's okay. You're allowed to change your mind, by the way, but once the video is up, I'm not taking it down. You will get the questions to prior to recording or even coming to sit down to record. But once it's up, sis. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking it down. I can't do that. Um, yeah, I wanted to make that very clear. Mm. I just I don't know. Right now I feel I'm just thinking about last night. Last night I couldn't go to sleep at all. Like I could not go to sleep. And it scares me because I don't want to be diagnosed with bipolar. And bipolar, the reason why I don't want to be diagnosed with bipolar, not because of the diagnosis itself, but the weight that diagnosis has. It is extremely hard to accept a new diagnosis. When I was initially diagnosed with complex PTSD, I had a fucking meltdown. Girl, rolled around on the ground crying. Grown ass woman on the ground, didn't give a fuck. All, and I was gonna stay there forever. Complex PTSD, what? Girl, yeah. I was I was fucked up behind that diagnosis. And at the end of the day, I was so in such bad shape because these diagnoses are heavy. Like bipolar is something that if a person is properly diagnosed with bipolar and they actually have it, they are told up front, listen, this is a permanent diagnosis. You won't recover from this. You have to learn to deal with it and manage it so that you don't go off the deep end and murder people. Well, I'm exaggerating about the murdering people, but everything else was accurate. Like, I don't know. That's and maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but last night I couldn't go to sleep. Now, but what is interesting is I started taking my medications again. And I had that effect, but I do recall a doctor telling me like, "Oh, if you can't go to sleep, that's the medicine." But that was for I was gonna say my medication, but I ain't doing it. That was for a different medication, and I didn't take that medication. So I'm like, now is that for everything? I have some melatonin upstairs. I'm gonna take that, of course. And it was, oops, sorry, excuse me. And it was, even though I wasn't able to sleep, it wasn't like it was hard for me to wake up. I woke up energized. That's what's weird about it. That's why I'm like, yeah, this is from what I learned in from what I learned in that dude is fine. He was in there singing, girl. He looked so good. I want to be like, who put me on the song with you? He'd have been like, get out. um, um, I forgot what I was referring to. Gosh, whatever. I was saying, from what I learned from an outpatient program for mental health, that bipolar, one of the symptoms is the person not being able to sleep at all. Now, and it does happen for 7 days at a time, and that's like the go-to diagnosis point is if the person can't sleep for 7 days and they still have a lot of energy. For me, it was just one day, and it was yesterday, and I did eventually sleep, and I had a really good dream. Like wow, I went to the astral plane. I defeated this monster. I won. It was just beautiful. Like I felt good and re-energized and happy and just good. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure this video is uploaded, and then because I'm finna go upstairs, like go home. I gotta go home. Oh my god! Like, why is this taking so long, girl? Then I have to do a thumbnail for this video. I don't even know what this is going to be titled. Video diary. Girl, I'm not doing no damn thumbnail for this damn video. Oh, I could do a thumbnail for this video on my phone. Oh, yeah, that's lit. It's nice seeing my subscriber count increase. That's really nice. Um, Even though it's like 50, but like when I started, sorry, even though it's like only 58 right now, that's like a big milestone for me because I started at 0. Like, what? None. I had none. Now I'm at 58, and it's only been like 3. Well, it's probably been about 15 videos so far. Well, not even 15, like 12, because I can't count the shorts. I have like that feels good. Like that makes me think that yeah, I need to go to sleep because I'm seeing stuff out the corner of my eye. And this is where, you know, that reminds me of that movie, Freddy versus Jason. And the kids are like not trying to go to sleep. And like they're in that stage where they're like, oh, if you don't sleep, you're just going to die or something weird like that. And then they start to see like the reality starts to become the dream. And like they're sleeping, but they're awake regardless. That's how I feel right now. And I probably didn't describe that properly, girl. I don't know. This was me at work today. By the way, if you ever need a nap and you're at work, go to the bathroom and just tell them your stomach hurts and fall asleep on the floor. Make sure you have a trench coat as well as a teddy bear in your pocket. You don't you don't believe me? I'll show you a video of it tomorrow. Girl, Oh, it's me trying to take off my makeup for me. I love wearing makeup, but I need to. I am looking forward to the day where I only, you know, where I only wear holistic makeup. How do I edit this?
How do I edit this?
Ooh. Okay, so let me go to edit video. Isn't this nice? Video diary. What was I talking about? Okay, so mainly this video diary. My last live was video diary episode 6. Diary. Did I spell diary correctly? This is nice. Episode 6. To make yourself more open. How to open up. How to open up. Daily. Ooh, I'm gonna say POV. Hey. Okay, so I'm super excited because like I see POV, I see that all the time on Snapchat and like just whatever. And girl, I didn't know what it meant. So I was just like, what the heck is that? And my cousin actually explained to me, she's like, well, sorry, not my cousin. It wasn't my cousin, it was my homegirl. She was like, oh, POV just means point of view, and then you finesse, like she explained it in a way that made sense to me. I'm super excited to utilize what I learned today in my title. I think there's just a certain level of, I don't know. When I thank God, when I am while I am girl, while I am I just think there's a certain I'm losing it. um while while I girl, I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. Like, who cares? I just think there's a certain level of finesse that it takes for someone to recover from basically being betrayed by the love of their life. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just go for a background. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do orange. I love that orange, like that fiery orange. Yeah, 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 nigga. Orange. Yeah, I'm gonna do orange, and then I'm gonna go for gradient orange. No, I don't like gradients. Cancel. Interesting. course, this the one. Period. You ever feel like there's a connection between like different body parts and hand movements and gestures and the way that we feel? Am I the only one who thinks like that? I just wonder because, like, I don't know. I don't know. Ride it like a BMX. No, nigga wanna be my ex. Girl, shut up. But she's right though. Who would want to be her ex after this? Like, that's really embarrassing. Yeah. You know, something else that's speaking to me in my spirit right now. Sometimes I consider the fact that I just consider the fact that oh wow. In order to be more open, sorry, I'm like downloading messages from the good Lord as I'm doing this. And I'm also like, I don't know. I just think that in order to, I would recommend another way for a person to become more open is to consider how they were closed off in the first place. So if for me, I was bullied a lot, um, like relentlessly at home, at school, churches, whatever you want to say. For me to open up, I had to consider the fact that I was shut down by the opinions and voices of other people. And I had to consider the fact that in order for me to move on from that, I have to understand that my opinion trumps all, that my beliefs of myself trumps all, that my commitment to myself trumps all. And that's honestly a tough pill to swallow for anybody. But for me, girl, it was like World War III. Like, it was like, so I was revenge. I was upset. I was upset. But in reality, I don't know. It's just the truth. The truth is the truth, and ain't nothing can be done about that. Um, yeah. So I did things, I have to do things that combat what closed me off. So other people's opinions of me closed me off. You know what I'm saying? Other people's opinions of me closed me off. Other people's treatment towards me closed me off. Other people's just other people's shit got in my head and made me think a certain type of way of myself. And it's something that's very realistic. It's something that's extremely prevalent and it can happen to anybody. I believe this 1 billion%. We are all human and we are here to love on one another and care for one another and be there for one another. Um, but I just, it's interesting really to see how people from all walks of life may have different stories, but at the end of the day, most of us harp on the time that we were in our developmental peak or in our developmental innocence that we were portrayed in those times. And by that I just mean an adolescent or a child. That's our developmental innocence. There's parts of the brain that haven't even begun to function or begin to form in order to function that will be critical moving forward. Um, and I just think when I hear people complain about things, well, not complain, but vent and say why they were hurt by this and what they've been through, 9 times out of 10, those things transpired in their developmental stage and they just can't get it out of their head. And so they're closing themselves off so they don't necessarily experience that same pain. But inadvertently, if you don't address it and correct it, you end up surrounding yourself around the people who look most similar to the pain that you were in. I know that makes no sense, but let me say it like this. I thought I had a friend and somebody who would talk about me behind my back, make fun of me, who would lie to my face about things that didn't matter, about men, about things that were stupid, who would tell me that I was basically befriending her in order to clout chase. When I, long story short, someone who just wasn't my friend, someone who wanted me around. So the version that I was around that person, I was at my lowest, but they wanted me there so that they can feel that they were up here. And some people do that, and it is not intentional 100% of the time. Sometimes it is subconscious, sometimes it is out of convenience. But some people are very calculated and they will do that. But just to circle back to my point, the reason why I thought that behavior like that was acceptable, I got zero attention at home. Like there was a point in time where there was no love for me, no hugs, no kisses, no none of that. Like, girl, what? Like, what? Let alone being told that I'm beautiful, but we all know I am. Um, there was a terrorist, an emotional terrorist, female figure in the household, terrorized me every single day, got away with it. And if those were the relationships that I saw and had access to, in in my eyes as a kid, I thought that those were reasonable relationships. If I developed that core belief system that this relationship, the way I'm being treated, is my worth, I will go out into the world, whether or not I cut the person who caused the pain out of my life. I will go out into the world with that tiny, tiny grain of hatred. I will plant that grain and it will grow and grow and grow until I get smothered by the vines of demonic energy. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's 2:11 a.m. I've been seeing a lot of angel numbers. Thank you, God, so much for all the things you have done for me, dear God. Thank you so much for watching over my family, God. Thank you so much for your protection, dear Lord. I ask that you please continue to watch over me, protect me, and keep me on a straight and narrow path. In Jesus' name I pray. Dear Lord, I ask that you please, please, please look out for my friends and my family members. Never mind, I don't got no friends. Please, please, please look out for my friends. My family members. I don't have any friends. And my pets. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I'm going to sleep because I almost fell asleep doing that. Good night. I will give a more detailed breakdown of some of the things I said on how to be more open. And I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.